Well, the second and final phase of voting for India's high-stakes Gujarat Assembly elections has ended. Among political bigwigs who cast their ballots earlier were Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel. This election is seen as a key indicator of the popularity of Mr. Modi's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party ahead of a 2024 general election. 25 million citizens were eligible to vote. The first round, however, saw low turnout, with the Election Commission blaming this on, quote, urban apathy. A seemingly lack of interest to come out and vote led to a 63% turnout last week. Results for both phases are due on Thursday. And while this Neha Pune joins us live from New Delhi. Neha, the final round of voting for Gujarat state election, now that has just ended. Prime Minister Modi called off for what has been described as a political roadshow on his way to vote earlier today. Tell us more.
That's right. And while that has been the focus of today, I just want to quickly add that the Election Commission has said that for the second and final round of voting in Gujarat, we saw similarly low voter turnout, less than 60% as well. But like you were saying, today all eyes were on Prime Minister Modi, who is a resident of Gujarat, and hence he casts his vote there for national as well as state elections. And today he walked for about 2.5 hours to get to the polling booth where his name is listed as a voter, and that walk was covered by local media, giving it carpet coverage, and the opposition party Congress has alleged this was a roadshow. Now, the reason why they're upset is India's Model Code of Conduct mandates that there can be no campaigning on the day of polling. Polling this is when parties cannot reach out to voters. But the Congress is claiming that by walking to the poll booth in the manner in which he did, where he waved to many residents of the area, where he engaged with some voters standing in the line as well, he has violated the poll code, and they're questioning the silence of the Election Commission. They're saying that the Election Commission is perhaps under pressure. Now, this is an allegation the BJP has outright denied. They've said Prime Minister Modi was accompanied by a major security cavalcade, which is why he could not possibly park his car close to the polling booth, which is why he was forced to walk. And the ruling BJP, which has been in power in Gujarat for 27 years, is calling the opposition a bad loser, saying that this is just an excuse because they know they're going to lose this election.
All right, Neha, we're also expecting a ruling from the local court in India's Varanasi city about the Gyan Vapi mosque case. What's the latest on this?
Well, this is a case that dates back to 30 years, and there are multiple petitions that are being heard both by the Allahabad High Court as well as a local court in Varanasi. Now, both those hearings took place today, and the matters have been adjourned now to next month. They'll be heard again in the second half of January 2023. Now, the main petition was filed by 5 Hindu women who claim that there is a Hindu idol on the premises of this mosque, and they've petitioned the court requesting access for Hindus to worship on the mosque premises. Now, the Supreme Court was also involved in a couple of hearings earlier this year, and they have mandated that a portion of the mosque be sealed off and it be secured. And the local court is now looking into the validity of the claim that is being made by the Hindus. Muslims have alleged that the mosque is where they've prayed for many, many years. And according to a law that was put into force in 1991, all religious places need to stay exactly the same as they were following India's independence in 1947. So this is a deeply emotive issue. And courts clearly not hurrying hearings on this, taking their time to ensure that all parties are given an equal opportunity to make their sides heard. But of course, this is coming at a time when India is going to mark 30 years of the demolition of the Babri Masjid on the 6th of December. It was razed to the ground by a Hindu mob 30 years ago, and we saw terrible riots afterwards, which claimed thousands of lives. So of course, it's a very emotive issue as well, and this is something that the courts are going to be very careful about hearing.
Well, thanks so much for that. Neha Pune reporting live to us there from New Delhi.